am from beyond. Listen, and all you desire will be yours. Welcome to Spider-Dan and the Secret Balls. Prepare for Prattle.
Hello, this is Spider-Dan of The Secret Balls with Mike of Genuine Chit Chat at Forbidden Worlds Film Festival 2025. And I'm here with Sam Espensen of Espensen Spirit and the true spirit of the festival. Hello again.
Hello, that's very nice of you to say so.
You're much like Kinza, you're always a welcoming energy and there's fun and we always have a good chat and a good time together. And I'm always interested to see what concoctions you've come up with this year because I know you put a lot of thought. You're a big film fan, big film buff, and every time it's not just like, oh, we'll do a gin and tonic. You can do gin and tonics and they're great, but I like when you add those little details. Like last year you were talking about your Indiana Jones themed drink. What have you got for us this year?
So I am a massive fan of water-based movies. So this is very much up my strata. I'm also a huge fan of Gail Ann Hurd, who is a legend, of course. So my sort of starting point was Aliens. And then I had to draw myself away from Aliens because I would have named every single thing after Aliens if I could. So we had a Ripley's Revenge. Yes, and again, it's alliteration as well, so that's always good.
My favourite.
And then I had Sherlock's Old Fashioned for Young Sherlock today. I had the Shark's Last Word, which is also a kind of lime green colour, so it was very much the sort of watery theme. We had the Mariner's Cosmo, which didn't really work, but I wanted to get the Mariner in there somewhere. But what's interesting, and I've noticed this more this year than any other year, people drink whatever the film is showing on the day.
Really? So it's the references.
So it's really strange because people just, whatever it's the name of the film they're watching, they drink it. So I'm gonna feed it into that next year. So anything I want to get rid of, then I'll
Good idea. Good idea.
So yeah,
we're all evolving. It's all evolving.
But what's great also is some people do come and they just work their way through and have everything over the 5 days. So I do try very hard to make sure that things are different as well, so that you've got
variety.
And actually, one thing I wanted to say was that the Flicks Life for me, which is the spiced apple and dark rum, is very reasonably priced, and I've done that deliberately because this is a very inclusive festival.
Yes.
So that, you know, most of the cocktails are normal sort of standard cocktail price, but it was very important to have something which was genuinely affordable for people. And I know Dave really appreciated that. That was really nice. So
I think that's really is the kind of ethos of the festival. It needs to be kind of for everybody and everyone's price range. And I appreciate that. And yeah, I think I'm just all behind the ethos, and it's about passionate people celebrating things they're passionate about.
Yeah.
And yeah, speaking of aquatic, I've been asking people if they could pick or select an aquatic film that is not on at the festival. What would you have if you had the power to slot one in?
Oh, goodness me. I think I probably would go old school, and I might go for something. Well, actually, can I have Swamp Thing?
Yes, as a huge comic book fan and a Swamp Thing fan.
Yeah,
absolutely. Wes Craven's Swamp Thing.
Yeah, so I was going Creature from the Black Lagoon, and then suddenly Alan Moore appeared from the back of my head and went, it's me once. And so yes, so I'm afraid it would be something.
Yes, absolutely. Oh yes, what a great choice, great reference. Very cheesy, production. But do you prefer Return of Swamp Thing or the original?
Can I say I haven't seen Return of Something?
Oh, okay. I have a fondness for the sequel because it's a bit more tongue in cheek.
Yes. Okay. Good. Well, on your recommendation, I'll watch.
Has a lot clears in it. It's.
Are you talking? Okay.
Yeah. And I think it's Louise Jordan. Louis Jordan returns as Anton Arcane.
Great. Okay. All right.
And Dick Durock, who I think is the guy who plays Swamp Thing, he also returns. So
okay. Well,
he's like a proper sequel.
I've picked something to watch. I know I've also got something to watch. This is good.
And I'm pretty sure it opens with shots of Alan Moore's Swamp Thing and the art by Steve Veitch and all the other great artists that were doing it. And they play Born on the Bayou as well.
Oh, come on. Okay.
I was like, I'm feeling maybe a double bill. Maybe a double bill.
Yes.
And then people can make their own comparisons.
What would you watch?
Oh,
What would you choose?
aquatic film.
Has anyone asked you this yet?
They have not.
Okay.
So I'm gonna pick. See, it's a tough one as well. I've not even thought of that.
See, this is it. He's happy to put me on the spot, but doesn't want to do it himself.
Right.
Look, his brain's genuinely gone.
I'm actually going to say what Faith said, which was Deep Rising.
Oh yeah, that's a good choice.
Yeah, it's
Excellent.
a proper popcorn. Got a bit of an Aliens vibe to it. These people in like strange, unusual circumstances.
Yeah.
I think I'd go with that. And she's more knowledgeable than me about monsters of the deep with her book. Go buy it now.
Yeah.
But also, you spoke about Gail Ann Hurd, who is a legend. We got to speak to her a little bit. I got to ask a question in Q&A. If you could have anybody as your legend for the festival, who would you? And I'll think of my answer.
Oh my goodness me, this is another huge one, isn't it? Am I allowed to say Alan Moore again?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's never going to happen.
No.
And he'd probably try and blow us up or something in the building.
Sure,
but
sure.
yeah, if I could have an Alan Moore who actually wanted to talk about things and was not too grumpy and wanted to sit next to me and talk about film and comics for an hour, then I'd like that, please.
I mean, yeah. Can you imagine a festival all full of Alan Moore?
It'd be his worst nightmare.
I know, that's what I love about it. He's there, he's forced to watch them, and then he complains.
But what I'm imagining is it's just me and him, and nobody else is here, and then maybe I might just be able to get him to like withstand like an hour in my presence before he runs away or something. I don't know.
I mean, he did make
basically kidnapping.
Yeah, basically kidnap Alan Moore.
Yeah,
and sacrifice him to the snake god.
Yes, exactly,
which
exactly.
He loves and adores.
Yeah,
but yeah, he did have a film come out not so long ago, in the last couple of years. Very experimental, very theatrical. He loves theatre. So maybe that would be the one to show.
He has done a couple of interviews recently where he's sort of been slightly less pained, but that's only because it's on his own terms and he's saying what he wants to. I'm sure if anybody actually put him on the spot and said, "Come and talk to us," he'd just have nice go.
What do you think of Marvel? What do you think of DC?
Oh no.
Like, yeah, I thought this year that I was asking controversial questions, but I think any questions towards Alan Moore would be a controversial question.
Yeah, absolutely. But I have to say, one of the reasons that's hard to answer is that Gail Ann Hurd was such a great get, and the way she was talking so openly and so freely and telling us some really cool stuff. However, it did. The ex-journalist in me, it just was making the hairs prickle on the back of my neck where I was like, I really want to know the other stories, because if you're being this open and honest, I want to know the really good shit, because you know that there's stuff.
There's stuff I wanted to ask and I didn't.
Yeah, well done.
I've spoken to Mike about that, because it's not my place to ask those kind of hard-hitting, like you said, ex-journalist questions. But she was really, it was really great. Open. Yeah, and I think the audiences really appreciated it. And okay, it's Aliens, but to see Aliens on that screen on that big, and obviously Tremors as well. Yeah. There's lots of people who hadn't seen Tremors before. And they, including Mike, and clearly were having an absolute ball with it. So, couldn't think of better festival option.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, yeah, all round good get.
Excellent. Well, I just wanted to thank you for your time. I know you've been super busy. You've been doing the beer as well this year. You haven't done the beer before. Was that an additional challenge for you, or are you happy to evolve and grow as the festival does as well? Well,
so we're really good mates with New Bristol Brewery, who make excellent beer. And every year I watch them pay for staff to be on there. I watched them struggle loading everything up, doing it, and I sort of said to them, I was like, look, why don't you just let me do that? We can make the bar bigger. We buy from them anyway. And also that means that the festival gets a little bit of the money as well, because, Dave and Ty are really bad at letting people pay them for anything. So it was a really good way of doing something back. And actually it also means that from a customer's perspective, which is a bit boring, but from a customer's perspective, it's all very clean and simple and works. And,
straightforward.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you can overcomplicate it. And there's so many vendors here already. Like
that's it.
A separate vendor for the beers is...
And I'm a control freak, let's be really clear. So yes, the answer was yes, it was great.
The answer is yes, absolutely. And you've run it so smoothly, as you have every year. And again,
my heart.
Wonderful. And it's great to speak to you again and just have the opportunity. Mike's enjoyed your company as well and talking to you so much. And yeah, I just wanted to say thank you, and thank you for being, again, so welcoming, friendly to us outsiders. But I guess we're kind of insiders now, I guess.
Listen, you're our favourites. And, I look for you. Waiting for you to walk through the door so I can talk nonsense with you. Thank you for having me.
We feel exactly the same way. Thank you very much.
Thank you.